the major difficulty in getting all these things, but trying for level best to make it. Things are low resources, that is energy and computation power. Then scalability, that here the solutions will be paid more attention towards that. Means n number of things when it is getting connected, the providing of the solutions is going to be a major task. It is going to be here. Okay. There is a network crash there. Providing the network is a very difficult thing nowadays. Not able to get without the network, we cannot able to do anything in the Internet of Things. Okay. These are the major challenges for the companies to hold that IoT. Again, the concept of elements, what are there in that IoT. So IoT element is consisting of an identification, then sensing of the object. You have to identify who is this, and sensing of the object, what is that. Communication, whether can it be able to communicate. Then computation, the data is collected and what next that it should be done. Majorly it comes under a number of applications, everything that it is going to take, but what next, that it should be computation with that. In the healthcare, it should take continuous monitoring of the patient's data, that is BP, sugar level, so many things will be there. Those things are getting monitored, and based on that, the action is to be taken. That is nothing but next is for the services. Based on that, what services that you are going to give it. Then the semantics, overall information on all these things are to be connected. Finally, which path is going to be best for this? So that also it is going to get connected in semantics. So here, communications, near communications are going to be there. Okay. There is the antenna and transmitter will be there, transmitter and receiver. So radio is going to read all these things and it is going to get transmitted the data. And here another picture is going to be shown in this, saying that how the data is going to be scattered here. There is data. And when we are going to learn all these things, communication means it is good that data has to be transferred. And how it is that data is going to be transferred, then again it comes under the concept of binary data. So here you will be going to have this addresses like that. Header is going to be there for this identification of all this, and then PC manager is there with the 28-bit. Then we can have this object class is there of 24 bits and serial number is there of 36 bits. So any data, any information that you want to collect, so this is a major thing that is going to get considered as for that. All together we can say that this is IoT, this is Internet of Things. One thing is not an Internet. So everything, if it is going to get collected, then only it can be said as an Internet of Things. There are so many layers are going to be there in this. This is how the data is going to get stored. So now we can see able to see here in this. There is a sensor network is going to be there. Low-end sensor networks are going to get collected. First layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4 and layer 5. And layer finally it is layer 6. The data is collected from the layer 1. So that the sensor networks are going to be there. Low-end sensor networks which it is going to collect and gives to the high-end sensors, and those it is going to be given to the next level, that is the sync nodes, which it is going to be static sync nodes and mobile sync nodes are going to be there. One are some more constant and some are mobile devices. Then these things are getting communicated with the low-end computational devices like mobile phones and all. Further, if it is going to get proceeded, then it is going to be high-end computation devices like computers are going to be there, and finally that where you are going to give the data, because it is going to generate a number of data within a fraction of seconds. So giving data is a big task. So everything is now it is going to be stored in the cloud. That is nothing but a computer. So, internet, it is going to be internet of devices. So there it is getting stored. Now hence no need of keeping with any data with us. Everything can be stored in one of the particular location, that is nothing but a cloud. There you can save it. So like this the data is going to be flowed between the one point to another point. Whenever that is required, you can take it from the cloud and you can work it out. So which helps to the big data communications, big data analysis, and artificial intelligence, lot of things that this is going to be helpful. And GPS, monitoring of data, and all these things. Now, the same thing that it is being displayed here. Data is generated by the sensors and collected by the sinks. Sinks is in reverse, small servers it is going to be. Then it is going to be sink nodes are going to send the data to the low-end computation devices, and the high-end finally sourced into the cloud. Here the data is going to be shared, stored and processed. The same thing that I discussed about that. It should be shared, be stored and processed. Information processing and communication at different layers. Data is going to get processed in all the layers. Capacity and capability and trade-offs. So based on the application that it is going to be get adapted. The data and the networks and the security and the devices are going to be based on all these things. The data you will be going to see the sensor data and capability of that particular product. Now sensor networks and how this IoT and sensor network together works, it is here. As it is saying in this sensor networks and are most essential components of the IoT. Very important things are sensor networks. What they do actually. Now the side by side that you can able to see that there is a diagram which it shows the relationship between the sensor networks and IoT. Now in the first down, the sensors are there, actuators are there, other technologies, then sensors and actuators connected to the firmware where the sensors networks are going to take the information to the next layer, that is nothing but a middle layer it is, where the frameworks are going to be there and APIs are going to be present. Together we can say that it is a Internet of Things. It is not one, it is a number of things are getting collected and finally it becomes an Internet of Things. Where this goes is basically Internet of Things, how it works basically. Others are going to come to this particular place here. That is, the services are going to be part of Internet of Things and the applications are part of Internet of Things. Then the users which communicate with the applications. Now let us see that how this sensor networks and they works basically. So from the sensor network, the first data is getting collected and stored. Then it is getting processed and decision is going to be made. Finally, the actuators are going to be there for the action, to perform that particular action. Then what is the differences between this actually sensor networks? Sensor network is a thin layer software, but IoT is thick layer software. You can able to see that. Okay. Sensors is very small things it is going to be, but when it comes to the IoT, it will become big. Okay. The middleware is there, APIs will be there in that. Then some sensor networks application is specific it is going to be. If it's the only monitoring is going to be there, for example, only particular that thing it is going to be taken. It is not going to consider any other operations. For example, here IoT is not focused on the specific application.